Life is a mysterious thing. It's impossible to say what's the purpose of it and why we are here on Earth in the first place. We all have plans, what we want to do with our lives, but it's impossible to predict tomorrow.
And nobody knows this better than one man whose life changed overnight, and that man was called Aniki.
Aniki. Alright, guys.
Who the frick is Anakin?
Yeah. Aniki. Alright, guys.
Who's Aniki?
Shut up, man. Here it comes.
William Glenn Harold Herrington, more commonly known as Billy Herrington, was born on July 14th, 1969.
Nice.
Billy spent his early life in New York, working as a certified nurse's assistant and practicing karate at his father's dojo, where he became a third-degree black belt in Isshin-ryu karate. Even though Billy's dad was a lifelong practitioner of karate, Billy himself would eventually give up on the martial art when he got into bodybuilding at the age of 21.
I was about 21 years old and I was in love with this woman, and she'd actually broken up with me for a bodybuilder. And for whatever reason, I guess ego or self-esteem, I immediately found myself in the gym.
After a couple of years of training, he had shaped his body into an impressive form. On a summer day in 1996, he went to the beach with his then girlfriend, who happened to take a camera with her to the beach to take some photos of her and Billy.
It was on Long Island, and we went to one of the beaches there. And with those photos, unbeknownst to me, she sent them in a Playgirl. And that was actually the beginning of my print career for the male adult world.
Greasy cock, lubed up buttholes. That's what my garage is all about.
What the hell do you boys think that this is? Fairyland? Pulling on your wee-wees like a pack of fruits?
Even though these films were primarily male films, Billy never considered himself to be gay and many times referred to himself as bisexual. Most of his life he dated women and was simply open-minded to the idea of his own bisexuality.
Whatever floats your boat is always been kind of cool with me.
He was chosen as Cult Magazine's Man of the Year, and soon after he also was chosen as the winner in the Male Video Awards. Throughout his life, Billy was always very positive about his experiences in the industry because it gave him a great chance to explore his own sexuality.
And it was more easier for me to do it, believe it or not, in front of a camera and in front of a film crew, I guess because I was in character.
No king rules forever though, and after he had spent 5 years in the industry, he stepped down in order to concentrate on other parts of his life, such as his newborn son and his own business.
I left the industry pretty much on top of my game, finishing All Worlds Conquered. That segment of my life, that journey if you would, was a sexual exploration that was wonderful. I'm glad I took. And I had a lot of fun doing.
For a couple of years, he thought that was it. He was out of the spotlight and would be able to live a quiet life in America, raising his child and doing carpentry. But life works in mysterious ways, and one man on the other side of the world, in Japan, was about to do something that would change Billy's life forever. On August 10th, 2007, a user of Nico douga, which was basically the Japanese YouTube at the time, uploaded a clip from Herrington's old movie titled
Workout Muscle Fantasies 3 to the website. He uploaded the video with the title Honkaku teki gachimuchi pantswrestling, which in English translates to Authentic Muscular Pants Wrestling. The video immediately became a huge hit in Nico douga, because at face value, at first, it seemed like a normal wrestling video, only to quickly turn incredibly gay. Because of this, the Honkaku teki gachimuchi pantswrestling video was turned into a Japanese rickroll of sorts, where you would share it as a wrestling video to trick the other person into watching, well, let's say, something else than wrestling. Since Japanese people in general don't have the greatest level of English ability, most of the time they had no idea what the hell was happening in these videos. So they tried to decipher them in their own way, which was to use soramimi. Soramimi is just basically mishearing things on purpose in your own language to make it funny. Through the soramimi mishearings from the videos, people started to create stories around Billy and his friends. Heroes and villains were born, and above them all, Billy, as the center of this gachimuchi universe, was given the title of Big Brother, which in Japanese is Aniki. The meme got out of hand very quickly, and gachimuchi remixes became one of the most popular things on the Japanese internet. Tens of thousands of remixes were created, and even a music genre that used sound bites from the videos as instruments was born. The meme was so popular that it eventually spread all across the world, making Billy a superstar of the internet.
Городского совета о переименовании площади Маяковского в имя актера, американского гей-порно-актера Билли Харрингтона. Он, извините меня, икона так называемого гачимучи видео.
In 2009, Nico douga had a live event where they invited Aniki as the star guest, because, after all, he was pretty much the face of the whole website. Now, I think we can all agree that at the end of the day, the gachimuchi parodies were kind of making fun of Billy and his past. So I assume most people, if they found themselves being made fun of by millions of people on the other side of the world, and then invited there, they would just try to ignore it and lay low. Billy, on the other hand, had a whole different approach to this.
What's up, Nico douga? I'm Billy Herrington. Good to see you. I'm here in Japan. I love you guys.
Hello, Tokyo! Konnichiwa!
Billy jumped at the chance to embrace his new Aniki persona. He was never a guy who took themselves too seriously and just wanted to have fun with life. He loved the fact that people were enjoying his older work in their own fashion and was simply happy to bring laughter to the world. He knew that the meme was so big that he could not have any control over it. So all he wanted to do was to go where the wind took him and show love to everyone along the way.
What do you think about the great reaction at the show today?
Just one word, bonsai. I just loved it, man. I went out there and I just felt so good, man. I was just like pumped up and I felt like, and I was even saying to my agent, I felt my Japanese brothers out there giving me all that love. And I just wanted to give it right back, man. I was like, bonsai, I love that.
So basically, your fans and everybody wants to know, what are you going to do? What are you going to do, like in the future?
Well, really, to be honest with you, I don't think I'm in control of that. I think my fans are. Wherever they want to bring me, they will bring me, and that's where I will go.
In every interview, when Billy was asked about his own thoughts and philosophies, he didn't really want to go too deep in them. He knew that he was just some guy who happened to be the center of this internet meme hurricane, and this gachi world wasn't about him. It was about anyone and everyone who was part of it.
You know what, I could sit here and talk about my own personal philosophies, but really what's I think at the forefront is what the fans are creating, which is really ingenious, and I really have, it's about them, and I think that it's, I have an appreciation for that, you know?
From that day on, Billy kept visiting Japan often as his star there was on the rise. To commemorate his appearances on these live events, a company in Japan started to make limited edition figures of Aniki as collectibles. Billy becoming a beloved big brother in Japan is the perfect example of how you can turn ironic love into unironic love by rolling with the punches and having humility. The gachimuchi fandom might have started as just laughing at the silly gay stuff, but thanks to Billy welcoming every fan with open arms, it truly changed people's opinions on him. Billy truly became the big brother for millions, and that shows the true power of love, the power of Aniki.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Nico Shoe Party! Aniki, Billy, Herrington!
You got me, Nina! You got me, Nina! You got me, Nina! All right, what's up, Tokyo? Yeah? Oh, you. Right there, you. Come. Oh, yeah. I think we should spank these guys' asses, yeah?
こいつらのちっちゃなやつ叩いてやろうかな。
Song, she, go, root, cheese, hash, group, chew, yeah! All right, guys, I love you, All right, all right. Woo!
Billy was on top of the world, being loved by millions and loving millions of people back. But just like we have a tendency of picking the most beautiful flowers from our garden, God has a tendency to pick the most beautiful people among us. On March 1st, 2018, Billy was involved in a car accident and the next day passed away at Palm Springs Hospital in California. Billy's candle burnt fast, but it also burnt very, very bright. He showed all of us that having humility and welcoming people with open arms can win anyone over. There's also millions of people around the world who are having trouble coming to terms with their own sexuality, and I believe Billy, during his life, made the world a better place for these people, showing to them and everyone around them that life isn't that serious. We are all here to just try and make each other laugh. As Billy himself once said, "Don't box yourself in and don't box other people out. Don't be afraid to take risks. When the opportunity presents itself, have faith and work hard for it. Don't be shy and enjoy life. That's what life's all about."
Even though Billy is no longer with us, it seems like new memes involving him pop up every day. To this day, he is still bringing us laughter and love with everything he did during his life. I just wish Aniki was here to enjoy all of this with us.